let's go behind the scenes of Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. The official Halloween Horror Nights event does not start until August 29th. But this weekend, I went to the Unmasking the Horror Tour. This is a 2.5-hour tour where you can go through 3 houses. You get a free pin and lanyard, and you go along with a tour guide through 3 different houses. There's also an option to do a 6-house tour. So let's take a look at the 3 houses that my tour went through. Now, just as a note, you can take photographs in most of the areas, but no video. So let's go through and check out the 3 different houses and some behind the scenes stuff that I learned. So in this house, the heroes of the story are Hatchet and Chains. When you're going throughout the rooms, if you see Chains, that means Chains has been there. If you see Hatchet, that means Hatchet's been there. So basically, there's demons that are trying to take over this Wild West town, and these 2 come in and try to save the world. This floor is going to have fire underneath it, so watch for that. On the roof of the bathhouse, you will find Abigail. She'll come in a little bit. As you go through here, you're going to find some photographs. Each one has a key underneath. The key means that person is available. This letter is to Abigail. It's from this fella right here who's not having a great day. As you can see, there's blue around his neck. It matches Abigail's dress. On the front of the dollhouse, you're going to find a projection of the girl. You will not see this girl anywhere else in the house. As you go through, you are a toy, so everything is going to be larger than life because you are amongst the toys that this girl is playing with. And when we say play, she's a little weird with how she plays with her toys, so everything is kind of on the creepy side. Now, one thing to remember is if you see these red buttons, push it. Throughout a few houses, you will find these large red buttons. They will interact and add smells, sounds, and sights to the room. There's another one later in the kitchen. So here in the kitchen, you'll find the other red button. So push it and it will light up the bottom of the stove and make a burning sound. Each house has an animal. This year, the animal is a lizard. You'll find the lizard on top of the playing card before you go underneath the bed. We're now currently underneath her bed, and it gets a little bit creepy. I had to keep it PG. As you finish going through the house, you'll see a bunch of live characters, and in a way that they have been played with a little bit too much. Fun fact, there is one place that you can actually see the girl from this dollhouse, and she is going to be behind the bar over by Transformers. The final house is Grave of the Flesh. You're basically being buried, so you're underground. And when you first walk in, underneath this sign, next to this green light is where you're going to find the lizard. There he is. So as you go through, you're going to be underground with a bunch of flesh-eating creatures who are much too happy to see you. A lot of this I couldn't show because it's really not PG related. So here's what I could show you. It's basically just a bunch of dirt, and you're going to have a lot of rotting flesh smells, you know, all the fun stuff. There's a water feature, and you're going to have this room as being the highlight of the room. There's going to be a character on the stage and wind and all kinds of interactions as you go through. So it's out of the 3, this is probably going to be the creepiest one. There's currently decorations and stages up for the scare zones. There are multiple scare zones throughout the park. The first one is going to be the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. This is going to be in the Central Park area. It is the most elaborate with decorations. As you walk down the pathway, coming to a house and pet cemetery, and that one is probably going to be the one with the most decorations. So let's take a look. The section in San Francisco area that used to be the Blumhouse characters is now going to be a club scene with a DJ and character photo ops. Louis' Pizzeria will become Five Nights at Freddy's. And right across from there, you're going to find the Tribute Store, which is always a fan favorite. The New York area is overtaken by a toxic pandemonium taking place as a truck carrying toxic waste crashes into a mobster getaway car. As you first enter the park through the Minions area, you will encounter Origins of Horror. Now, our tour guide told us that is going to be sculptures of different Universal IPs throughout the years. Over here at the San Francisco Candy Store, you're going to find a few of the baked goods that are already out for Halloween Horror Nights. And also they have a ton of merch. Mostly they have the little booth. So if that's what you're looking for, stop in.